Good evening, everybody, and welcome, brothers and sisters. Jersey Gold, Quintana. Greetings, everyone. Greetings of the most highest level of light. This is the night. This is Ashtar Command Night, Blue Dot, Kelly, Debbie, Jess Parker. Hey, Blue Dot. I know it's you. I know you changed it to Blue Dot. Good to have you with us. Jordan, hey, Jordan. Good evening, everybody. Sonia. Everyone coming in here. I am operating in my Ashtar Command mode. Yes, indeed. Love and light to every single person, new and old. Love and light to all of you. Julie Harrington, love and light. Cooper, everybody coming. CRS Bob, welcome. Chrissy Face, welcome. Linda. Hey, Stephen B, good to see you. Good to see you, Deb. Thank you, Deb. Thank you for enjoying I've got now, I think I'm only one show behind, which was last night's show, and then tonight's show. So we're almost caught up. Finley's Unique Design, welcome. Good to have you with us. Finley's Unique. Donna Long, welcome to Ashtar Command Night. Deb, always good to see you. Donald Allen. A lot of new people coming in here. Everybody, welcome. On my show here, it's called Encounters. We're on usually, regularly, normally at 11. Sometimes we come on at different times, after 11 or before 11, depending, but mostly at 11. Finley, thank you for the gift. If you're new to Saturday night's show, I want to explain the protocol in general. So today we're talking about the new Earth. We're talking about the future of the Earth. We're going to get into the future. Good to see you. We'll get into a lot of stuff in regards to what your perception is of our future. Hey, I'll never conform. Good to see you, brother. I know who I'll never conform is. Good to see you always. Spiritual Abstract, good to see you as well. And one of the things you're going to find out about the commander is that I'm always going to be positive. What does that mean? If you become fully awakened, and even though you're living the human experience, you could integrate into the experience, but you don't have to be part of the emotions of the experience all the time. Meaning, I tend to stay away from drama. I don't like drama. I stay away from drama. I don't care if it's drama in a supermarket. I was at one of these box stores earlier today getting some food, and this person decided to proceed to tell me it was a one-way going out, and he was trying to go, and then he says, "I'm stuck." He says, "I am stuck." So I got out of my car peacefully and say, because I don't think he understood. I was doing hand motions, go this way. So as I go up to him, he says, "I'm stuck here. I can't turn." Now, I knew right then and there that the person was absolutely lying. I just knew it. But, hey, look, not my karma. So I got back in my car. I don't want to hold anybody up going back out the parking lot. And I just went down the other way. And I knew, just for the sake of my consciousness, I went back up the one way, and he pulled into a parking area that was for law enforcement. And he wasn't law enforcement. So I knew, hey, look, hey, you want to lie, you can lie. You want to be that way, hey, your comment, not mine. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah. Energies were kind of weird today. People were kind of being very weird in parking lots today in like a big box area. I just wanted to get in there and get out of it. Hey, D. Phillip, good to see you, brother. Autumn, welcome to the show. I am so amped up tonight on Ashtar Command. If you're new to the show, just to give you some background, I came here to Earth as a child in the late 50s. Believe it or not. And tomorrow, I'm going to get myself a haircut. The commander is getting a hair. Hey, Jay, good to see you. I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow. Today, I picked up a blueberry plant, and I'm picking up another one next weekend. and we're going to get into our show in a little bit. But it was raining out a little bit, but this really beautiful place I go to every year for plants, and I'm going to be growing blueberries this year. So I'm so excited to be growing I love blueberries. I love eating blueberries. It's like these two plants, and these are like they call Jersey bush blueberries. They have a bigger blueberry, and Jersey blueberries are really good. So I'm going to get another one. You have to have two of them, and I've got the area set up. I've been doing. I'm really doing good with getting. I'm almost ready. I have my heirloom watermelon seeds in a grow kit, in a hydroponic thing, in a indoor greenhouse. I am so excited. Yeah, blueberries are brain food. In my area where I get my blueberries, I know the people there, and it's going to be great. I have really good soil, and these blueberries are going to be really, really good. And I have my grapes. The flowers are starting to grow. I have a wild grape plant. Not wild. There's a old person that had passed, and he grew Concord grapes. So they grow over the fence, and I cultivate them every year. But I have my own not blueberries, Concord grape plants. I have Concord grapes where I grow my light growing of watermelons and grapes and strawberries. So I'm growing strawberries. I got grapes, growing watermelon, and I'll be adding blueberries. So I got the whole thing going, just to give some updates. I'm not doing the TikTok thing or the regular family stuff. I'm out there preparing to grow organically. So I'm really excited. Do I know of Pat Price? Hey, Bobby V, welcome. I'm not familiar who Pat Price is. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Stargazer, good to see you. Hey, Elaine, the Stargazer, Kelly, Christina, everyone coming in here. So tonight, if you're new to the show and you're scanning TikTok and you're not used to watching encounters, our Saturday nights are a special night where we talk about everything Ashtar Command. We get into everything Ashtar. So up here in New England where I am, there are places where there are wild strawberries, but where I get my strawberry plant, these are older plants. They're a couple of years old, and they're bigger plants. So I've got a really big plant, which is really nice. And I'll get another one next week, and we'll be starting to plant. Well, we won't be planting anything yet. We will start sometime in May planting watermelon plants and sowing seeds directly. And just, hey, Karen, good to see you. User 869. John, correct. Yeah, John, yeah. No, he's a friend of mine. I've talked to John, yeah. I've been on this show, I think it was about a week ago. I came on live. It was a lot of fun. And we got to, kind of talk with him a little bit. Yes, I'm familiar with the Whirlwind. He's on when I'm on, so it's always impossible to kind of interact until when I get off. And, but I know him. Yep. Mimi and Ali, welcome. Green Eyes, good to see you. Daisy Dogs, good to see you, Daisy Dog. Tommy Cooper, hey Tommy Cooper. Kelly, good to have all of you brothers and sisters out here. Tugboat, that's a good name. Tugboat, I like that. Mish Mish, hey Mish Mish. Maureen Walsh, good to see you. I think it's Davina. Belinda, Jackie. Milla, Mikey, Mike or Mike, Milla, Mikey. I think I'm pronouncing that right. L. May Fade, Linda Martinez, good to see you. Everyone in here, just in general, welcome to the show. Larry, welcome everybody. So if you're new to the show, I want you to know that you're in for a treat tonight, because tonight we work in Ashtar Command mode. And what does that mean? So let me give you a background about me. I've been on here for 3 years on the TikTok thing. I've been on Facebook I have like 2 Ashtar groups on Facebook. I've had them for years. Hey, Ozzy, and I was guided here by my daughter 3 years ago to get on TikTok. And that was pretty good guidance on her part. I would have never been here if it wasn't for her. Is arming on? Is arming on? I don't know what arming is. Hey, Ozzy, I have no idea what that means. Hey, Susan Mary, good to see you. Jennifer, welcome to the show. Thank you for the gift. We'll see. I hope so. I hope she is. And we'll see if she is able to get on. She was on with me last week. I know she's not on right now. I'm just going to send a message. Hopefully she's not off planet. She could be off planet too. She was taken off planet the other night. So if she's not off planet, we'll get her on here. If she's off planet, I don't know. Hey, Flylow, good to see you. Good evening. Starseed, good evening. Welcome, Rosetta Thompson. She's live? I don't know if she's live. I don't see it showing that she's live on the thing. I don't see any green light on. She is live on her 222 account. She is. Try to jump in there and see if we can get her to come up here. Oh, she is? Someone can jump in there and try to see if she can get on here. I don't see her on because I'm on the 111 account. I'm not on her 222 thing. So someone might want to jump in there, message her, or jump in there and see if she is able to come on here. We'll see if we can get her on here. I did. So if you do get in there, try to see. I don't know if she was aware that we were going to be doing this here. Well, we're on here every Saturday, so she's live right now. So if someone can go in there and just tell her that we'd like her to come over here if she's got the chance to. We'd love to have her in here with us to do some updates with us. Oh, okay. She's doing that. Okay, so, all right. You know, she's got it to do what she needs to do on her live for sure. So, let's see if we can get her on there. It's only 11:08, so even if she comes on here a little bit later, that's fine too. Just try to get a message to her once she does the whole thing that she's doing for somebody or whatever she's doing. Michelle, good to see you. And I'm going to go to, let's see here. I think I have her other account here. I'm not sure why. Let's see here. That's weird. 222. I don't know if I have. I think I was following. Let's see here if I can do this. Huh. That's interesting. I thought I was following. I only have the other account on my thing here. I'm always on the. I'm always on the 111 thing. So, yeah, if anyone gets after she's done doing what she's doing, somebody go in there and tell her she's invited to come on live, and we'll get her on hopefully on the night. But good to see everybody here. 116 people, and we're just starting. It's 10, 11, 11:10. And yeah, definitely good to have everyone with us on Encounters. And this is the Ashtar. The ornaments are doing good. I just put the seeds in about 2-3 days ago. They're in a hydroponic system, and the lights are off now. I keep them on during the day, and the hydroponic lighting system will, in the next few days, the plants will pop up in my seed starter. Once they get big enough, I will transplant them and put them outdoors so they can get thicker on the stems. Oh, good. Thank you, Sharon. Oh, okay. And once she's done with that, we'll get her to zip on over here. She's definitely multi-talented in what she does. So once she gets done helping that person, hopefully she can get over here. Thank you so much, Sharon. We appreciate it. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing this year. Just to give you some ideas, I am freezing up. No, Sharon, no, I know, I understand that, even if, so I would have waited just till after she's done doing her thing. That's all right. You could have just waited till she was done, but that's all right. She got the message. Let's see here. So we're going to get into the future of what our planet's going to be like. Hey, Carlos Garcia, OBE. Dunn, hey, Dunn. Tebe, hey, Tebe. Thank you very much, Sharon, by the way. I appreciate that. Regina, Warren, welcome. Virginia, HOM, welcome to the show. Rachel, all the good people coming in here from everywhere. We welcome you. Hello from San Francisco. Hey, Denise. Good to have you with us. Roberta, Denise, the 111. Sharon, let's see. Rick from the Grand something. Daniel Starr, good to see you, brother. Ernesto, here through an invite. Hey, Chris Brown. Buddy loves Jesus. Hey, Buddy loves Jesus. We all do. Jesus is a really cool space person. So, Daniel, this is Ashtar Command Night. We're going to be getting into talking about the future of our planet. Just we're all living here now. We're all, as I say, Ram Dass would always say, be here now. And we're all living here. I want to show people my new cosmic shirt. Take a look at this. This is my new cosmic shirt. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh, what happened there? What did I just go into? Oh. No, I gotta move this thing out of the way. It's okay. But anyway, here's my new cosmic shirt. Check this out. What do you think? I got that. That was sent to me from Woodstock, New York, from a thing called, there's a shop up in Woodstock, which I love going up to. It's a very cool place called Happy Life Productions. If you ever get to Woodstock, check it out. They have artists there that create these tie-dyes that the artists create right there. And so they create their own thing, Yeah. Hey, Mount Hard Arts, good to see you. Blessings. We're doing good. Hope you are too. Young Skywalker, welcome to the show. El Rey, welcome to the show. And again, for new people coming in here, I'm glad you're here. We welcome everybody on our shows every night, but tonight is dedicated to the galactic levels of the Ashtar Command. I'm very focused, very dedicated. You'll never see me waver. My energy levels are always going to be consistently up there. Hey, Courtney, energy lover, good to see you. One of the things you're going to learn tonight on Ashtar Command Night is that I was getting messages about people being light workers in Starseed and being light workers and living as a light worker. And one of the messages I got that came to me so far over the weekend from my space family was observing how people act. Because the space people observe the way we act, and they can observe whether we're kind people, whether we're not kind. They observe the way we are. They observe our whole planet, but they observe the way we act. Hey, Stallion, good to see you. So hopefully the glitch will go away. Let's not get glitchy here tonight, TikTok. I know we had some rain and lightning earlier up here in New England, so yeah, hopefully not too glitchy. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm not bringing anybody up on live here right now. Again, I'll do that. We might be doing that at some point, maybe tonight, at least not now. Yeah, so one of the things that I was getting telepathically was there are people all over the planet, and even on TikTok, there'll be too much what they call on Earth drama. And Sharon says joking. There's too much drama on this planet. There is a lot of drama. There's a drama on when you watch TV. There's a lot of drama on TV, and we're not talking about like drama, like acting. We're talking about people just like caught up in drama. Drama is like a 3D thing, When you get caught up in drama, it's a 3D thing. Then when you're caught up in drama, you're not focused on light. You're not focused on the highest levels of light. That's one of the things on Earth. When the 3D mind gets in there, boy, it'll create all kinds of drama. And then when you get through the drama, you got to figure out, was it worth it? Was it worth it to have all the drama? You know, I've seen so many drama on this planet, it's enough to make me want to go back off planet. But no, I'm just half kidding there. I don't want to go back off planet until I finish my mission. And then I want to come back and be here too. Loretta, Art's good to thank you for the gifts. So on planet Earth, what is the future going to be like? And it is predicated on whether we are willing to let go of all the ridiculous drama that we create in this earth, on this earth. We do. We create drama. We've all been there. And then after we do it, we wonder, oh, I just did the drama thing. It was really, really good. My drama was really good. Well, I had the best drama I could do with somebody. You know? And then the other person says, oh, they're putting some drama on me. Now I'm going to put some drama on them. And we're all like in this earth right here on this planet doing the drama thing. You know? But the thing is, we have a future to think about, right? We have an earth that we live on, right? And the future of our planet is really up to us. It's really, and even though we are going to have a future, what kind of future are we going to have? What kind of future do we want, brothers and sisters? What kind of people do we want to be? What kind of individual am I? Who am I? What am I? You know? And so tonight, if you're new to the show, well, okay, D, welcome everybody, Dean, everybody come, all the new people. I know there'll be new people popping in here. Welcome, Sal3649. One of the things you're going to learn about the commander when I'm in my space operated mode, which I am so amped up tonight to do, my teachings are from space consciousness. Hey, Michelle, my teachings are coming from the unconditional loving consciousness where I come from. I do not want to be a contradiction in my consciousness to anybody. Hey, Leanna, I never want to be a contradiction. The day I'm a contradiction, then I have to say to myself, I am not here doing what I'm supposed to do. I am not here being that love person that I'm supposed to do with every single person. And part of the future of Earth is for us to get into the frequency of love, right? Sharon, yeah, we'll definitely get into that for sure. And actually, we'll bring you up at some point, Sharon, and you can ask me that question right on the show here. Yeah, definitely. Good evening, Marlene. Thank you. You know what? I actually earlier, I call it falling asleep, but I was taken out of body. I don't know what I did, but I was out of body for a while tonight. And but I'm back. I don't know if I went anywhere, but I was definitely out, probably for a reason. Sophie, good to see you. So what is the future of Earth? What does that mean? Who? I'm really, truly getting the message that we have to be love. And I can monitor situations in the real world when I'm outside of the house, how people interact with each other, whether they're acting in just automatic pilot or whether they're acting in a conscious effort to be love. I can go on social media. I can see if a person's being love or not being love. You know, I can see that. You know, I know that. I understand that. It's a part of who I am. It's part of what I'm here to do. I can read energy so good. It doesn't matter what person's name is. If they don't act in love, then the cover of who they are means nothing. If one is to operate on this planet for the future of Earth, they must be consistently in the frequency of love, unconditionally, and be lit up in light. Love and lit up in light on this planet. And yes, I am totally amped up. So we want to see a future of Earth, but I keep seeing what I need to see, what I watch here and observe on this planet is the way people act towards and with each other. You know, we have all kinds of things going on the planet right now. We have people trying to negotiate peace treaties, but yet they're not living in peace. They create a conflict and they want to end the conflict. Why'd you create the conflict in the first place? You wouldn't have to end the conflict if you didn't create the conflict. Human beings have a tendency to create something, and then after they've destroyed everything, now they want peace. They want to create peace on earth. Isn't that kind of interesting? Yes, let's create a peace treaty now. We destroyed all the homes, and we destroyed all the people, and now we can have a peace treaty. Because we really are lovey-dovey peace people, and we want to have a peace treaty on this planet. We have to start living together. The contradiction is, why did you start the war in the first place? And now you want a peace treaty after you've destroyed a person's home or homes, and the children no longer exist, and the families don't exist because you destroyed them. And now you want to have peace. It's an oxymoron, yes. So what you're going to hear from me is I'm working in my space consciousness, observing every single thing a person says and does. And if I see a person start getting into drama, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Grow up out there, wherever you are in the world. Grow up. Mature. Get in touch with your inner self, your higher self. Get in touch with your inner self. Start living and practicing love. And if you can't practice it, then you need to sit down in a room, meditate for 24 hours, or until you actually get it. Because our planet is going through some major shifts, major changes. Okay? Yeah, it's simple. It starts with us, and we can make that difference by loving our fellow brothers and sisters. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Pink Tea, here we go. Good to see you. So maybe part of the thing I was downloaded tonight when I went to what I call the sleep state was, do the inner work. Edward, absolutely correct. Edward Dreamwalker, absolutely correct. Charlie Frank, welcome. The guy, Ryan. Hey, guy, Ryan. So welcome all the new people, all my regular watchers. Jules, good to see you. Hey, 007, we all need to go to the movies with the commander, like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That would be interesting. Or we might go to the movies and, that would be interesting. Cool, welcome. Thank you for the share. Pagerella, welcome, Pagerella. Mac121navy.com. If you're all in the theater with me, we'd be transforming the whole theater. If you're all in the theater with me, the commander, absolutely. There'd be so much light there, we'd have to just zap the consciousness. It would be fun. That's absolutely true. Oh, Ashley. Oh, Edmund. Good to see you, brother. Welcome, Edmund. Good to have you with us. No, we know. I know what you're talking about. It's all good. All good, brother. Edmund, all good. Glad you're here. Relax, sit down, enjoy. By working on self and doing the shadow work, you're able to work things while meditating. Interesting, Dreamwalker. Yes, happy birthday. Who's ever having? Oh, Whirlwind's having a birthday. Whirlwind, happy birthday, Whirlwind. Good to see you having a birthday on Earth. Again, happy birthday. Thanks for sharing that. It's good to know. Absolutely. If anyone else is having a birthday, happy birthday to you. Okay. Hey, Cam Sparkles. Good to see you, brother. Mike Ralston. HBD. Happy birthday. Okay, let's see here. Lance N, welcome. So my thing is very important now, as we're talking about the future of our planet. What I'm going to be observing, and my best observance is on TikTok, is quietly observing how people interact with each other. And I'll be focusing on every single light worker that I can focus on when I'm not on here 24 hours a day. Thank goodness I'm not glued to TikTok 24 hours a day, or else I go crazy. But for the time I'm here, when I'm not on, I do observe conversations. I see where I go in light worker conversation type rooms and see where's people's heads at. I might quietly listen in and see, just to get an idea how people are having conversation. And oh, thank you, Jackie Hillman. Thank you for sharing it with your mom. I appreciate that. Stallion says, anyone planning to see Venus tonight? We have cloudy skies in New England. Let's see. Commander, are there beings from Venus? I've talked about Venus a little bit before, and I will share that the Venusian people are alive and well. Venus, there are multiple Venus realities. So the Venus in our solar system, which is closer to the sun, is not without life. All the planets have life on them, including Venus. But the Venus in higher frequency, or the Venus in another slightly higher dimension, they all have life. Every Venus that exists in another slightly higher dimension has life on it, including the one in this particular solar system, to answer your question. But in terms of Earth, what is the future of our planet? Where are we going? What do we want? Omnionic is Omnionic. I got it right here. Wait a minute. It's going to be OMNEC. Last is ONEC. Omnionic. From Venus Trilogy. And a matter of fact, Anja, I spoke to on Facebook, on Messenger. I'm trying to get her on here. And once I get her TikTok name, I want everybody to follow her. And we're going to do an interview with her at some point here on TikTok for the first time. She's never used TikTok. And she works with Omnionic, who's the woman I've shown you photos of here on my lives. And Omnionic has written many books, or at least a couple of books. And Anja is a beautiful being who's a person that's worked with her in Europe for many years. So that's, yeah. So where are we going as a planet? What are we going to be? What's going to happen? How are we going to proceed in this world? And I always continually look and observe as to, are we acting in love unconditionally as human beings? Well, we know the whole planet is not acting in love. We have billions of people on this planet. There's still many, many things that need to change here. And those that are here watching me speak, you're going to be the ones that are going to have to help the people that don't know what's happening. You're going to be the ones that are going to be in your communities around the world making a difference. But before you can make a difference, you got to make sure that you're clear in your temple. Your body is your temple. If your temple is not clear, there's no way that you're going to be able to go out there and say, I can help you. We're having a transformation happening on the planet. The earth is going through a shift. There's going to be contact on our planet. You can't say that to somebody unless you are fully focused on the highest levels of frequency within yourself. The highest levels. And being at that highest level means being at that highest light, right? If we're at the highest light, that highest level, we will transform the reality of our planet. We'll be able to do it. Now, we'll be able to definitely get there. Aurora, welcome to the show. Brooke, W1111. 77 says, my wife was looking at me, listening to me, and she said I was speaking another language with something. So she was hearing you speaking another, probably maybe a light language. 007, maybe. Hey, New Brunswick, good to see you, Danielle. Welcome. Celtic Queen, Joseph True, User 261, welcome. So this is Encounters. Welcome everyone coming in here. A light language. Very, very beautiful, brother. You know? Nemaya extended. Thank you, Nemaya, for doing that on the subscription thing. I appreciate that. George Hard, R. Martin. Hey, good to see you, George. Lovely Star something. Sharon Bout 3. Deborah, welcome. Everyone coming in here. And the numbers should go slowly up as we get later in the evening. Make sure you're tapping on the screen. You'll see where it says 38.5. We want to go over 200,000 before 1 a.m. We go off at 1. Good, George Hart. Good to see you back. Good to see you back. Darina, welcome. A Grape Love, 82. Welcome, A Grape. Parker, welcome, Parker. Good to see you, Parker. Joe, welcome, Joe. So, what is the new Earth to you? What does it mean? What is the future of our planet? We'll get into some people coming on live. You have to be over 18 when I do the live interviews. We'll have people come on here, and I want to get your perception of what you see, what you want the Earth to be. What do you want the Earth to be? What is our future? Is it a good future? Are we going to have an Earth where everyone's going to be really good? Are we going to be elevated into a frequency when the space people do come here and do want to make contact with us? Are we going to be ready to be that person that's going to be open in arms and ready to embrace that? How many of you feel you're ready to embrace that? Nothing recent about the med beds, only what I already knew. Nothing recently. Let's see. Earth in peace with the star beings. Yeah, so I want to get some insights from you of what you believe to be the future of the Earth. How are you going to proceed to interact with those that are from another planetary system? Okay. I mean, I already know what I'm going to do. Hey, Kit Kat. Hey, Palladium Rumbo. I already know what I'm going to do. I'm already very confident in what I'm going to do. I can never be taken off the mountain. So one of the things I teach in my workshops is when I'm with people in a room is that when all these years, I've tried to keep going higher and higher and higher and higher. You know, and I will tell you, whether it's social media or not social media, I'm pretty hip to what's happening. There are people that will find you, and some of you will know this, that if you're operating in light, they're gonna wanna suck a little bit of that light out of you. They're gonna wanna take some of that light away from you because they don't want you to have the light that you have. They say, "Oh, why does that person have the light? Well, I want some of that light too." When in fact they don't work on their own self to get the light within them elevated, they have to try to take it from somebody else or distort it. You know, and on Earth, I've been on this path for a long time. I've done things where I've seen people try to do that. They try to take you off the path. They try to take you off the mountain. They try to take you off the rope and hope you're going to fall off that rope on Earth. And if you fall off that rope, then they've actually got it, right? They think they got it, you know. But let me tell you from experience, you're never going to see the commander fall for that. I will never fall off that rope. I will get to the other side of that imaginary rope. I will climb the biggest mountain I can of light, and I will climb up to the top. You know why? Because I'm dedicated and focused on one thing: the future of the planet, the future of Earth, the future of what's going to happen. And boy, am I amped up tonight. So, and a lot of love frequency too. So I send my love out to everybody, like Earth Angel, everybody out there. You know, I want you to not only get the love that I send you, but you also learn to send that love back. So we reciprocate with each other with love. And if we keep building that love relationship, then we have a planet that's going to be beautiful. If we live on a planet where some people on the planet are resistant to having love in their heart, hey, then they got to work that karma out. Then that's on them, not on somebody else. If you got karma to work out, you need to work it out, planet Earth people, wherever you are. Not everybody has TikTok. I know that. There's billions of people on Earth. So if I can talk to billions of people, I would say some of them need to get it together, you know? Tony says, is there a reason why life will continue on Earth as opposed to one of the other planets? Well, life is on every planet. There's life. The reason why life will continue on Earth because it's supposed to. A great question. Matter of fact, Tony, we're going to bring you up here. Well, Tony only has 14 followers, but I will follow Tony. But I can answer. You have to have like 50 followers to go live. But I would tell you that, Tony, there's life all over the universe. So it's not just Earth versus Venus versus Saturn versus another planet out there. The Creator created life on all the planets. And the reason why life will continue here is because this Earth is to exist. We're going to have a future, what we call a new Earth, Tony. And the new Earth is a place where we'll all be living in harmonious relationship with the Creator. Every planet, unless it's in a lower vibrational frequency, is in that harmonious relationship with the Creator. Hey, Lavelle, good to see you. Hey, Gabby, good to see you. Hey, Tara. And it's really important for people to understand those things. And when I do these Saturday Night Lives, you see the lighting behind me is to give you an understanding of the cosmic frequencies, and hopefully you're feeling them. And Edward says, New Earth living in harmony with the star beings and the elementals. Yes, absolutely. All life forms are important. All life forms on Earth are important. And not that we've neglected it in this room, but the people that run the planet have neglected most of our life forms that are on Earth, because they had their conception of a planet Earth is one of greed and control and of the population and of all the resources. And that's not what the Earth is supposed to be. That's not the kind of planet we're supposed to have. We're supposed to be having a planet that's in harmonious relationship with the Creator. We don't have that yet. But when we as a planet go through the transformational stage into what we call the new Earth mode, people are going to have to really get their act together. It's going to be a transitional time for the people on this planet, a transitional time for all people. Kevin, welcome. And I do have my apple cider here, which I think I need to take a drink of. Where is it? Where's my apple cider? Here it is. Good. Foxy P. So the Creator is simply the Creator. So what you call God, God is the Creator. Some people call God the Creator. Some people call God the light, the source. But it's all the same thing. God, source, Creator. It's all one thing. So when we speak of God, we say, hey, source, like Kit Kat said. Hey, Kit Kat. Source is everything. Source is the whole multiverse. Source creates everything everywhere, including Earth. So we are all created to Source, but sometimes we get ourselves disconnected from Source by, getting involved in things on Earth where we forget who we are. We get too involved in the 3D world, conflict, jealousy, whatever, and then we forget who we are. As we go into the future, we need to remember who we are. That takes practice. Every single person watching this show needs to remember why you came here. Some people don't know why they came here. You're just waking up. But for the future of our planet, we need to know why we're here. We need to know what the purpose is. Why did we get here? How did we get here? Why are we born here? We have Earth parents. Great. You have a cousin, a brother, or sister. Great. But why are you here? What's your purpose? Is your purpose just to do the same old thing every day? Maybe you're a lawyer. Maybe, hey, Hetty, good to see you, sister. Maybe you're working in a job as a salesperson. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're a scientist here. Whatever it is you are, that's just what you are on the Earth level. But what is it that you truly want to be? What is it you truly want to be, folks? Do you want to be that person that does the regular thing every day and you go maybe to Disney World once in a while with your kids or whatever, and then you go on the cruise ship once in a while, and maybe you take a trip to Greece or something, which that's not a bad thing if you can do it. But what do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Really? Have you asked yourself, why am I here? Who do I want to be? Lynn Jeff, I do feel that, I really do. After Lynn Jeff, I'm gonna be very random. Bring people up here. This is Ashtar Command Night. So tonight we're talking everything about the future of the planet, where we're going, what we want to see the future is. You know, I haven't seen a discussion like that at all in general, and I think it's really important that I bring that discussion up to all of you, because we're the ones that are going to be experiencing this change of this new Earth. We're going to be the ones experiencing this new Earth, this change. So the question is, where are we going? You know, and I do feel, Lynn, that these things are changing. I think contact is getting closer. I'm not going to be able to predict or prove it because I don't do predictions, but I just go by feeling. And I know a lot of you, like Lynn, and a lot of people, I think we're all feeling it. We feel like there's something starting to get closer and closer. Denise 111 Roberts, welcome. Roger R, welcome to the show. And this is Encounters or Ashtar Command Night. Edward says the future is connecting with the star beings, learning from them, and acting on what you learned. True. Our star family, who are going to be coming here when we are getting in towards the new Earth. And right, Gigi, that's right. Contact is company. You can definitely feel it. I think if I were to ask everybody, do you feel something shifting? I would say most of you would say to me, Commander, I feel something is shifting. I feel something's changing. You know it. You feel it. It's a part of who you are. And we're almost at midnight. I'm really, well, like I said before, I think TikTok is suppressing viewership on many, many lives. We usually would have a couple hundred people in here before midnight, and we have 188, which is highly unusual to have that low a number. So please share and like and FYP. We appreciate that. And please tap on the screen. We're at 55.2. But, you know, these are the things that we have to realize. These are the things that we are part of right now. I know many people, even if not on TikTok, I'm sure people are contemplating what it's like. I can spend a day, and I did. It was a kind of a rainy, on-off, light rainy day, not all day. So we went to get my blueberry plants, and we got some flowers. You know, my wife, my daughter, her boyfriend, we all went and had a beautiful day on a cloudy day and went to, you know, look at plants. It was the most beautiful day because we looked at the plants and, you know, looked at, and the excitement of just growing something, you know, just growing something else and having a beautiful relationship and seeing all the plants in the greenhouses. And it was just that kind of a beautiful energy. And that's the energy that we want to bring when we come together with people we love. That love energy for each other is a love energy that we want to translate to other people. That's a love energy that we want to translate to all people. And if we do that, if we can break the boundaries of conflict, we can have the most beautiful world ever. You see, where I want to go, I will go. I will go exactly where I want to go. And I'm going to go to that new Earth that's going to be here. It's not going to be somewhere else. The new Earth is going to be here. And the future of that new Earth is going to be different than this planet that we live on now. The planet, we're going to be on the same planet, but we're going to be those who go forward and leave all the drama behind them are going to experience the most beautiful thing they can experience. We started just a little bit before 11. So yeah, you didn't miss too much. But it's good you're here, you know. Good to have you with us as well. And I'm really bringing up a lot of questions about what we're going to be like living in a new planet Earth on our same planet. You know, what is it that we want to do? Where do we want to go? And that's really the key thing, isn't it? Who are we? What are we? So if you have any questions about the future of the Earth, what you perceive the future to be, as long as you have 50 or more people following you, I can bring you up or go into queue. Again, I'm not going to do long things because I want to make sure I have enough time to bring people up regarding this topic. Hetty, I went off planet for a while and was gone longer than expected. I believe you. I went off planet after 9 o'clock in the evening at some point, and I woke up about 15 minutes before 11, I woke up. I woke up 15 minutes before 11, Hetty. Yeah. So I do think that we're being taken out of body. What you look for in a man? DeMarcus Johnson? I don't look for anything in a man. What that has nothing to do with the new earth. That has nothing to do with the new earth. Let me just see here. Okay, let us. I think that we have to put a mute on that person, unrelated to our topic. Unrelated to our topic. Or are they still here? They're not here anymore. Yeah, that was going south. Commander, on the new earth will still be with our families. Yes. Yeah, on the new earth you'll still be with your families. Yeah, and Hetty, yeah, 0 followers too. We knew where that was going, Hetty. Thank you. Yeah, so we will definitely have our families. When the new earth thing happens, we will definitely have our families. They'll be with us. Without a question. Without a question. Jerry Black, welcome. Bonnie Pawson, I think Pat Edwards. You're welcome, Lupita. You know, our moderators are right on the money. Hetty's a good moderator, and she's right on the ticket. So we thank you. And our numbers should go up a little bit. You know, maybe we'll get up to 300 tonight if TikTok doesn't suppress the numbers, which they've been doing for the last few months. Let's see here. Please share and like. Harry, good to see you. I think it's Chwanya Sunlove. Sunlove, welcome. Let's see. Yeah, great question. Birth and death, as in is now, will be the same. So when we get to the new earth, we'll have the ability to live. Our ages will be able to change. So that, in terms, people have asked this question before. What will the aging process be? What will life and death be, as we understand that terminology on earth do? We were born understanding there are people that die and people that live, right? We live, we die, we die, we live. On the new earth, we'll be able to choose our aging process. We'll be able to, if we want to live longer, we can live longer. If we want to, who wants to live shorter? But if we want to live longer, based on your question, we'll be able to have a much longer life than we have now. They're suppressing it, because I remember at one point last year, towards the end of the year, there was definitely I watched other lives that had usually a lot of people. They had half of what they normally have. So I do believe there's suppression of numbers. And those who have been watching me for 3 years know that to be true, because I usually would have 500-600 people on here. Even by midnight, there'd be a couple hundred people on here. So, yeah. Hey, Carrie, welcome. But no big deal. We carry on. You know, whoever's here is here. And if we get over 200, that'll be good too. Kimberly, good to see you. Everybody coming in. Hey, Pearl, 733. The reason why they do, Peggy, is because they don't want people to know the truth, especially when we're talking about this stuff. They really don't want people to know the truth. But the truth is going to get out there anyway, so who cares? We just do what we got to do. Yolanda, good to see you. Hey, Remington. Jojo Biz, welcome, Jojo Biz. Good to see you. Miguel, welcome, Miguel. Yeah, absolutely. Bobby J. We just keep pushing forward. We do what we do. The message gets out. All our shows are put on YouTube, so the message gets out anyway to more people. Matter of fact, that's what we do. Hey, Londa, good to see you as well. Hope you're having a good evening. Hey, Jojo, good to see you. Rip, hey, welcome, Rip. Jet, welcome, Jet. Fun Times, that's a good name. And if you're all new here, some of you are definitely new by the names. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you found Encounters. This is our Ashtar Command Night. We get into the galactic understandings. Tonight we're talking about the future of our planet. We're talking about where we're going. I myself am a contactee from the 60s. I had contact with my space family once. and they were in a spaceship, like a saucer type ship, in a cul-de-sac, and they were wearing blue and golden line outfit spacesuits. And I've had hundreds of what I would call different types of spaceship sightings, armadas, or what you call a fleet of spaceships high in the clear atmosphere. And I've actually had 2 large spaceships that I observed in the 1980s, just to give new people a background. And also been involved in media, in both radio and TV, and I've been on here for 3 years. What year were you born, Commander? So if I were to tell you, I'll say in Earth year is 1956. So if you look at me now, if you take a person born in 1956 and put 10 people next to me that were born in 1956, and you look at me and I was born in 1956, would I look like I look right now? And I've seen people that'll tell me their age, exact same age, and they look like they're 20 to 30 years older. 1956. Yeah, to share it, okay. Commander Harris says, can you explain to the new how to share your live? So if you're a new person here, all you have to do is go into the bottom of your screen, and there's an arrow. There's like a little, like a angled arrow. If you press that arrow, you can share my live with any friends you want. There's a little arrow there, and then it'll pop up your friend list, and you can just share the show and send it to them. That's how you do it. Yeah. So let me explain something. Okay. Let me. Thank you, Teresa. So I'm going to explain something about my aging process here. All right. I'm going to blow your minds here. The reason why I don't look my age, I never talk about numbers. I never will talk about numbers. But in terms of the general word age, I control my aging process because I come from another planet, and because I'm with the Ashtar and because I'm fully conscious and awakened. I control my brain. My brain doesn't control me. I control my brain. So the person that when you ask me how old I am, and I show you and I take my glasses off like this, I can put 10 people together next to me, and I guarantee you they will look like their hair is falling out. They look like they're 20 years older than I am, and I understand why they look that way. Okay? Yeah. So I don't believe in aging. Because I don't believe in aging, I can control my age process. Because I'm fully awakened and I'm actually from another planet, I actually can operate in space consciousness. Every day I can control my aging. Yeah, mind over matter. When people say, "Oh, you're going to get old," I don't listen to that. If someone tells me, that doesn't know my age, they say, "Oh, when you get old, you don't hope you never get old." When I do customer service work, just for the hoo-has here, I get these old people on the phone, and they say to me, "Oh, you don't want to get old." I'm like, they tell me the life story and how they're getting old and how they're falling apart, and I'm sitting there quietly saying, "Only if they knew the secret. Only if they knew the secret." So now I fully embody my space consciousness. To embody my space consciousness consciously means that I control everything in my body, for the most part, not everything. But I don't believe in aging. I've actually have done workshops to teach people how to control the aging process. I've tried to teach people how to turn and control the brain. And you can program your brain just like a TV set on cable channels. You can program your brain to slow your aging process down or reverse it. And I'm not really reversing anything, but I have to totally have control of my aging process. That's why I look the way I look. If I was totally asleep, I'd be having my mind control every aspect of my body, and I might look like a person with a cane or something walking around really slowly. And my hair might be totally falling out. And I might have one tooth left. But that's not happening, brothers and sisters, because I am fully conscious of who I am. I live as I'm supposed to be, and I'm here to do the mission work. I'm here to do the mission work, and many of you are here too. So I want to be the best person I can be, as we're getting towards the new earth. I want to be that best person I can be. And yeah, Hattie, because you're probably living you're living for the now moment to be who you are as a star person. That's why they think you're in your 20s. If I met you, I'd probably say the same thing. That's a beauty. See, if people would learn how to control the aging process, which billions of people don't know how to do, they would be falling apart. The only reason people fall apart is because their brain tells them they're going to be falling apart, and as they get what they perceive to get older, they're falling apart, right? I'm not falling apart. Are you falling apart out there? If you are, if you're mentally falling apart, then we need to work on you a little bit and tweak up your thing there a bit. But yeah, so to answer that question that was asked of age, the reason why I look the way I look is because I don't live by that. You know, I don't ever live by that. Yeah, so see, that's because you're living not by your brain, but you're living by who you are. That's why you're able to look 25, 27. You know, that's the whole essence, is not to, I never get caught up. I don't even wear a watch. No watch. I don't wear watches, never have. I mean, if I have to look at a clock on a wall, I know what it is, or a clock in the car, yeah, I know what it is. I just don't wear a watch. I feel a watch confines me to time. I'm not confined to time, you know? Yeah, I'm not even confined to time. So let's see here. My peers are falling apart. One of my friends convinced herself she has early dementia. She doesn't. See, that Stargazer, that's amazing. Yeah, a friend will say, I think I have dementia. So if the person thinks they have dementia, they create that reality. So your friend doesn't even have dementia, but he or she is going to create the dementia, because just by the sake of saying, I think I have dementia, therefore I have dementia. You know, that's amazing. Your friend would, believe that. You know, hey, if they want to go through that reality, they're going to do it, right? If they really want to have that reality of a dementia, they're going to go through that dementia. But even if they throw that energy out to you, Stargazer, you already know, because you're an enlightened soul, that, oh, I don't need to, hey, if they want to have dementia, I can tell them they're not, but they have to understand that they're not going to have dementia. But if they want to have dementia, they can have dementia. They can choose to have dementia. You and I do not want to have dementia, nor anybody else in here. It's a choice we make, right? Hey, Jules, welcome. Hey, Jules, good to see you. Sophie, thank you for the hand heart. So one of the things that I will tell you, as I am now talking in space consciousness here on Ashtar Command Night, that we choose our realities. We do. We choose our realities. We choose our friends. We choose, hey, Carrie, Susie Q. We choose, Stargazers, thank you for the hand heart. We choose who we're going to be with. I choose in my public life to be with people that are not angry, hateful, jealous. I don't want to be around any of those people. And that extends even to when I'm on my lives on TikTok. If anyone's jealous, whatever, wants to be angry, wants to be revengeful, I don't want to know you. You're not going to be hanging around with me in my meditation area here. You're not going to be having pizza with me at my house. You're not going to be hanging around me too long. Because if you go that direction, you will never be hearing from me again. You see. And then that tells me you have a lot of karma that you need to work out on. No negativity. I don't care for negativity. And if I see it, I will blast that person till out into the universe. If someone says, Commander, I'm just blah, 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 I'll tell them to grow up. Get over it. Big deal. Who cares? And that's why it's so important that we need to, as I say, spiritually grow up. As we're going towards a new reality, a new earth, we need to grow up. We need to be the best we can be. We really do. Yeah, we don't have time for that. Carrie Suzuki, absolutely well said. We don't have time for that. Teresa says, I say that when we are born, we have a map to death. However, in between, we have different forks that we take. And that can be different, roads to reality. Like you look at The Wizard of Oz. There are different paths. If you take that old movie, Wizard of Oz, with the famous actors that were in it, they go down the yellow brick road. But to get to where they want to get, they have to go down the yellow brick road, and there are many diversions and things to divert them from getting where they're going to be, right? So we have the choice to go back down the yellow brick road and get to where we're going to be at the end of that road, or get diverted away from where we're supposed to be, right? If we get to where we're supposed to be, then we've made it through all the obstacles on earth. There are mental obstacles. There are thoughts that go into our head that can affect us as we are going forward into a new earth, into the forwarding of a new consciousness. But the new earth begins with a new consciousness, right? Don't you think so? The earth begins with all of us having a new consciousness, an awakening. Don't you think so? What do you think? Hey, Timmy, good to see you here. Bird lover, you're never late, Diane. Good to have you with us. There's no such thing as being late. Hey, Coach Carlos, Elvira. Yeah, see? Yeah. We have to make the concerted effort. Hey, Blake Peterson, good to have you with us. 363, welcome. Tricky Dick, welcome. Good to have you with us. Nobody's late here. You're just coming in just the right time. Todd Boone, welcome. Silver Surfer, that's a good name. Alicia, hey, Alicia. Francisco Lopez. Hey, Francisco. Gabby Morales, thanks for coming back. Isabella, I think. Isabel, all in divine timing. That's right. We need transparency from the Archons. Hey, Grateful Love, good to see you. Line Jess, the Appalachian Mountains are glowing tonight. Free of us are trying to catch on. I think you're trying to catch some stuff on video. Yeah, so these are really, really important things. As we're all having this interaction together on Ashtar Command Night, on our night to talk about the future. Hey, yes, you are, brother. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, James. Thank you for the hands heart. Billy says, will James Webb's telescope trigger a major event, or will it happen another way? So, Billy, great question. What's going to trigger events on this planet are going to be us. We're going to be triggering our own events. The telescope is a way to, if it perceives to show different planets that are out there we didn't know about, or life on other worlds. We already know that there are life on other worlds. It's going to trigger, and this is a great question. The triggering of events on Earth are going to be happening two ways, maybe more. One, the visualization of the starships that are now showing up around our planet, that are going to be decloaking soon. The spaceships that are coming out of our ocean, that have been here for billions of years. These are going to trigger peoples in many, many ways. So you have to figure, with billions of Earth people living on Earth, when these ships go and turn their lights on, and they will, billions of people are going to be looking up to the skies, seeing spaceships. People along the coasts of different countries near oceans and seas are going to see ships coming out of the ocean. That's going to be triggering us. The James Webb Telescope will trigger people to be interested in what's going on in space, but will really trigger us is all of us watching what's going to happen on our planet. When the ships come out of the oceans, that's going to trigger a lot of people. And they are starting to come out of the ocean slowly but surely. When the ships start appearing, galactic fleets start appearing around our planet, that will trigger a lot of people. People that will trigger them to become awake. Because now they're not going to be looking at going to their office or being a person bagging people's food at a market. Now they're going to be seeing a spaceship or spaceships in our sky. That itself will trigger consciousness. And it'll trigger billions and billions of people all at the same time. Just imagine, billions of people on Earth being triggered by seeing spaceships. That's all it takes, is one big spaceship to trigger billions of people. Or a couple of ships coming out of the ocean will trigger people on the beach. There'll be no way around it. The media will have to visually show this if it becomes a mass situation. When these ships show up, great question. I love that question. It will trigger people's consciousness. So their minds are going to be kind of saying, what's going on here? The mind's going to be challenged, which it needs to be challenged. So billions of people are going to have their minds challenged when that happens. But the James Webb Telescope is great because it does show images of things we haven't seen. And I will guarantee you that NASA, showing these images, they'll show us what they want to show us. But the truth is, when the ships start revealing themselves all over the planet, that's going to be the trigger. Not so much the telescope, but the trigger will be the spaceships. Yeah, spaceships. Thank you for the question. And ended up going beyond the James Webb Telescope, but there you go. I can't wait, especially having news media having to finally tell the truth. And the news media will not be able around the world to sit back and not show these things. When it starts happening all over the world, the news channels all over, whether it's in England or France or Asia or Africa, wherever it is, the national or international media outlets in those countries are going to have to show what's happening as we go into a new Earth reality, which is the final frontier, which is the contact of the space people with you here on Earth. As the space people come here, and they are here now, and there are representatives of different planets walking amongst us right now that came off spaceships. I didn't come off a spaceship, but there are people that have. I would guarantee you they speak every language, they're in every country, and they are here now prior and before the major contact happens. They are here now. And Star says people will be scared once contact comes. There are billions of people. Some people might be scared, but then when they understand that the planet is not being attacked by the space people, they're not here to attack them, they will be actually overjoyed. And when the contact starts to happen with the spaceships, they're going to do it in a way that's going to be peaceful, which it is anyway. They're going to do it in a way that's going to be gentle. The space people are going to be very gentle with the way they do this thing. So people are not going to have to be afraid. Yeah, and you're right, James. People are going to start to remember. They're going to start to remember who they are. The visualization of spaceships all over the planet. Imagine that, what that's going to do to people. The spaceships will wake people up. I believe, James, you're right. It's going to activate something in them. The galactic ships will activate something in consciousness. Therefore, that will wake the person up. Absolutely. Danny, welcome to Ashtar Command Night. And see how I'm able to respond to every single comment and question. Because I am like a cosmic book. I've always said this to people from the day one. I don't read much stuff on the internet for a purpose. I have every galactic chapter of my book within me. I don't need to go out and see somebody's website to have the information. I don't need to watch 10,000 people channel on Facebook or whatever. I don't need to do any of those things. My information is direct. It comes directly telepathically from my family off planet. I have my own abilities. I have my own information that has been with me since I was a kid, that was activated as an adult. So your questions are great. Sophie, thank you for the level up gift. Thank you so much. I love that. That's a very sweet cake, and I love that. Thank you. So Rainbow, great question. You can start meeting your families now. Believe it or not, through meditation, Borderline, thank you for the heart me. You can start meeting your families now before we get to the transformation completely of our planet into what we call a new Earth frequency or new Earth vibration. How do you meet your family? And it might be through telepathy first. It might not be through physical contact. For me, I don't see my star family, although I do feel that they are here at times. But I do have telepathic communications with them. Thank you very much, Sandra and Autumn, for the heart me. I appreciate it. Thank you. But to connect with your star family as we get to the new Earth it takes dedication of meditation. It takes like regular meditation, like doing the treadmill every day or every morning. Use your consciousness, meditate. Listen to really peaceful, higher dimensional music when you meditate, and allow yourself to say with confidence that before I get to the new earth, I want to know who my star family is. I want to connect with them. That's like close my eyes. So you close your eyes for 30 minutes. You do a daily meditation, and you just keep taking your time with it. There's no rush. But if you do the work that you need to do, people, and you're not doing if you do meditation, you're not doing the meditation, do the meditation. Learn how to meditate. Don't say to yourself, well, Commander, I can't meditate. I can't get relaxed. That's just a thought form that's coming from your brain. So if you say to yourself, your brain's saying, I can't get relaxed. I'm too hyped up. No, you're not. You just think you're hyped up. You need to just think the other way. Say to yourself, well, you know what? Maybe I don't need to be so hyped up. Maybe I can sit down for 30 minutes, not have to run all over the place, and maybe I can learn to meditate. Rainbow says, what is the new Earth actually? The new Earth is the planet we're on. So the planet Earth we're on right now, brothers and sisters, will become a renewed Earth. So we call new Earth, and a renewed Earth is the renewal. So let me, I have to get some more apple cider here. I'm talking like crazy here, and I need to drink. There you go. Yeah, YouTube this. Marlene, that's right. And if you don't know how to meditate, thank you, Marlene. There are videos that have step-by-step instructions how to do meditation. But when you do the meditation, you want to say to yourselves, I wish to connect with my star family. Yeah, they're totally, Rainbow. They understand we're not perfect. And they're not perfect either. Our space families have their things going on. I know the one thing that is different, though, that they don't have pollution, war, jealousy, and all the things that we have on Earth. They don't live that way. But they know they're not perfect either. Baby Joy, why apple cider? I just love apple cider. I've been drinking apple cider in New England for many years. I just like drinking it. Most times when I'm doing my lives here, I'm drinking apple cider. I also like really good lemonade. Unnatural lemonade I won't drink, but there's a company in New England called Dell, and they have fresh lemonade, and it's really good. So, but I drink mostly apple cider. You'll see me drink water sometimes on here. For me, apple cider is a recharger, yeah. Stargazer are great. Maybe apple cider is the key to youth. You know what? Wouldn't it be funny if apple cider is the key thing to youth? I love that Stargazer. Apple cider. Notorious, good to see you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. I don't make it. No, I know it's New England based. They refrigerate the apple cider through the season before the season happens, and I can get it here. There's only one market that sells it. We call it Stop and Shop, so I get my apple cider, and then in season I buy the apple cider at the apple orchard. We have a couple apple orchards out here. So Fiona says, thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. Gary Haas, thank you for the roses. Fiona, 11444. So Fiona, let's bring some people up here. I think we should do this. I like the name. Fiona, come on up. And I'm going to answer some questions on the live here. Fiona, just come on up. You're invited to be with the commander on encounters. This is our Ashtar command night. I love the question. Come on up. Don't be shy. The world government's... Bishop Orchards. I know what that is, Jackie. The world governments, they're going to have mixed reactions, but the fact is when we do have contact going into the new Earth, the world governments won't have any say in it. As a matter of fact, to tell you the truth, the world governments, Sandra, thank you for that heart. The world governments have no say in it. They will have no control of it. Teresa says, Commander, on the new Earth, will there still be rat race of making dollars? No. No, there won't be. Once we're fully engulfed in what we call a new earth reality, there will be no what you call a rat race mentality. You know, Fiona, come on up. Do not be shy. We will not bite. I treat everybody here with respect, with love. So come on up. Kathy Thompson 11, welcome. Basilis, what are your feelings on the Pope passing, Commander? Um, I don't really. I know a lot of people in the 3D world, thought he was great. I thought he came here. I think from a galactic sense of spiritual understanding, I think he came to bust the perceptions of reality in that world, in that 3D world. And so my perception of that is that he left this world and now he will be able to go farther into the next life, whatever that is for him. That would be my answer. Starlight 1962, welcome Starlight. Alino 2000, I think 2003. Gary Haas from Iowa. You disappeared, you're back. What happened, Gary Haas? You're back with us. Good to see you. So yeah, hey, you're most welcome, Starlight. I like the name. That's a great name. Then if you're new, Starlight, to the show, I'm on here at 11 o'clock nightly. Tonight is what we call Ashtar Command Night. So for new people, I am a space person. I'm here having the human experience, and I'm here to bust the matrix. Tonight, what we do is we're talking about the future of our planet, what we want our planet to be like when contact happens. Mr. Bree, thank you for the salute. The ceremonies from his passing don't look very religious to me. I haven't been really focusing on the Pope's passing. She was doing some spiritual work with some people earlier on her other account. So if we don't get her on tonight, we'll get her on next Saturday. She's a very busy light worker. Very, very busy light worker. Hollywood. Good to see you, Hollywood. Good to see you, brother. CP, welcome. Always. Bazilla says, that was one of the big shifts the Earth needed. And yeah, it was. Definitely. It is a big shift. Yeah, we're going to get some people up here in a few minutes. There are ETs here that look like us humans. So Jackie, we're going to bring Jackie up here. And we'd love to. I'm following you, Jackie, so I'm going to bring you up here. Don't be shy. It's good to see you too, Hollywood. Let's see if we can get, Jackie to come up. Non-shy person. I love it. Hey, Jackie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. I'd like to bring you on camera. You're not sleeping, are you?
No, I am not sleeping. I have a little bit of
I,
a cold, that's all.
that's all. I'm going to press my little button. If you press the save on your side, you will be able to come on here, and I will see you and not just a picture of you. There you go. There's the beautiful person. Hey, Jackie, how are you?
Yep, good.
Uh,
How are you?
yeah, so I'm doing good, and I was really guided when I went out of body. When I came back, I really was guided as we're talking about the topic of the future of our planet. I'm very open to hearing people's perceptions because we're all going to have to live it together. It's not just me conducting here. Let's go to the new Earth. We're all going to have to make it happen together. And the space people want me to talk about this because it's really important for us to get to an agreement of who we are and how we are acting and reacting to each other on the planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
tell us what you think. By all means.
Well, to tell you the truth, I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I just was always fascinated by it, always, and I would always just it's just something that you would always just think about as a kid, even watching the movies as a kid, E.T., all the movies, and you would just wonder, is this real? Does this really happen? And of course, just life goes on. You do your thing. You get married, you have kids. I have a son, and stuff. So it's like life just goes by so fast. But what I've noticed lately, especially in the last couple of years, I just things are different. Like it looks different outside sometimes. The way the sun is, just the way the sky looks. And I've always been one to always look up in the sky, whether it's at night, during the day. I'm always like very aware of what's going on outside. And I just notice that things are different. And I've even said it to my husband, like, do you see it? Do you see like things aren't the same? The sun is different. Everything just seems different. What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah.
And so I think because I've been looking at things online now that I'm on TikTok, I have things in my feed about aliens and all of this stuff. So it's just like I came across your channel because, of course, I'm sure there's a lot of folks on here that say that they've seen this or seen that or experienced things. It's not real. It's fake or something like that. But I came across your channel and I was watching for a few weeks before I actually followed, and I find it just fascinating. I mean, that's really all it is. So, of course, I want to learn more about it and, just sort of following what I've always kind of been fascinated with since I've been a
Hmm.
child.
Yeah, see? And because I come from a contacting experience in the 60s as a kid, I have the ability to, I went through everything. Like I said, I played soccer. I loved playing soccer when I was in Maine, going to high school. And, I love doing certain things like that and just going through everyday life as a human being, going to high school, going to college, whatever. You didn't have to go. I mean, I could have not went to college and still been happy, but I had all the human experiences that I have. I've seen everything we all see, the good, the bad, the indifference. But then I woke up. I was being guided by my space family when I was a kid. I didn't know what that was. So I said, oh, there was a spaceship. And I remembered it forever. So I always can remember the images of the people. They're beautiful people. And they're communicating with me saying, you're not from Earth. But, I was growing up as I was a kid. I didn't really forget anything that they said, but I went about my life doing things, getting my first job in a store and whatever. But I'm at the point now where I'm being fully activated and I can do these things. I can teach people things because I'm not just throwing hot air out the window here. I've been on radio and TV, radio for about 22 years. This year, I'm kind of taking a break from the radio part of it, but I'm really dedicated to my TikTok to do these broadcasts, and I want to help people. And I also want people. I've seen even on TikTok people that claim to be what they call light workers. I watch and I monitor things here, and that's what the command wants me to do. And I'll see people not act in that light. They'll not be this. They say, "Oh, well, I'm a star being. I'm a star worker, a light worker, whatever." And I don't see that. I observe it. So that's why I talk about the new Earth. We have to be completely in synergy with the plan here. When the space people come here, they don't want to see a bunch of people coming up to them angry and ready to, whatever.
Yeah.
They want us to be representing the best of us as Earthlings. We are Earth people. We're not Russians. We're not Americans. We're not Africans. We're not Chinese. Yeah, we've created these names for countries, but really, if I were to take everybody off the planet, you're basically Earthians. When I came from Mars, Martians aren't having separate countries. On Mars, we're Martians. If you come from Venus, you're a Venusian. If you come from Arcturus, you're an Arcturian. If you come from the Pleiades, you're a Palladian. If you're from the Andromeda star system, you're an Andromedan. So we have to let go of these things of separation because
Hmm.
those things separate us from each other. Just the name. Well, I'm a light worker in America. Well, I'm a light worker in Scandinavia. Who cares? There's no Scandinavia. There's no America. If you start taking away all the names of all these countries, and I put you on a big spaceship, you're not going to know what anything is except you're seeing a planet. And you're going to see that there are people living there. There's life forms there. And what is that planet called? Earth, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You
that's
know,
that's the beauty of
it
it.
is. It's fascinating, but I think like to people like in general, they're afraid of it because nobody knows what it is. What does that
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah,
like if like you were saying before, when they start coming out of the water, or you see, that you're seeing somebody approaching us right away, it's like something out of a horror movie or something. So
yeah,
people naturally, a lot of people are going to be scared. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I probably
yeah,
would be too if initially because
yeah,
I've never actually experienced anything, but I also have an open mind that I think it's incredible. If it's something beautiful, I mean, let's face it, our world is not beautiful right now. It's
yeah.
it scares me. I have a 12-year-old son that it's just like, oh my
Yeah,
God, what is it going to be like in 5 years? What's it going to be like in 10 years?
right.
That kind of thing. So I'm open to anything that's going to make, our world a better place, and if that
Yeah,
means other beings that come together with us, why wouldn't anybody be open to that? But I mean, if there's life here, the way I've always thought of it for my whole life pretty much is if there is life here, there's life on other planets. I'm sorry there
yeah.
is. Call me crazy. I don't
You're
think
not
I'm
crazy.
crazy, you
You're
know?
not crazy. One of my teachings is that when people try to tell, I've had over the years, even when I've been on Facebook, they'll make comments on a post. They'll say, well, prove that there's life somewhere else. I don't have to prove anything. See,
Mm-hmm.
that's the trap people fall in. When another person on earth says, prove to me something, I said, no, I don't have to prove anything. Then they say, if you don't prove to me something, then therefore it doesn't exist. No, it's you are trying to force me to prove something to you. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. So
Mm-hmm.
if I understand that there's life on other planets because I come from Mars, I don't care whether you want me to prove something or not. I'm here to bust your matrix. And as you learn pretty quickly as you've watched my show, I don't care.
Yeah, right.
I'm very much liberated as a person, both in the human form and being fully awakened in my space consciousness. I'm here to just break people up, shake them up, and say, wake up. I don't have to prove to you anything. You need to just wake up and listen to what I'm saying. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what I do. As you
Right.
know, you've been watching me for a while. So, and you'll know that in my frequency here, when I'm live doing my shows, everything I do is consistently in love. Whatever the topic is, it's all filled with love. So I don't, if we have people coming on here and they have to be proven something or they want to have gossip about another person, that doesn't cut it with me. If you're going to be in that mode operation, you need to meditate for about 2,000 years and get it together.
Right. Yeah, well, I'm glad I found you because, like I said, I'm interested in learning more. I don't even know where I would start, because I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
so much out
Oh,
there,
yeah.
but
Yep.
now that I have this in my feed, that's all I'm seeing is things about
Yeah.
UFOs now. So,
Well, you know why? Because the UFO topic, it's been here forever, but with the social media, like when they started having the first PCs from Apple, whatever, and we had just a gradual thing, and AOL had their thing when you dial up on a PC and they connected you with all those sounds, and then you were connected to the internet, and then the next thing you know, there were certain things like there were live things where you can talk to people on the very basic primitive communications. There weren't any Facebooks or Instagrams or YouTubes or anything. Look where we are now. The
hmm
fact that I can get on here because my background is broadcasting, but I can get on here and do a really very popular program is because of the content of what I talk about. My knowledge is not based on saying, give me 10 minutes. I got to find that website that has the information, and then I can answer your question about what the earth is going to be like, written by so and so over in Europe. Who cares?
yeah,
I get all
right.
my information direct. I don't channel anything. I tried the channeling thing when I first woke up, and I was told by my space family that no, we don't want you channeling. You don't have to channel. We'll give you the information direct. And I've listened to them. I do exactly as they have taught me to do. And that's when I come on here, I can speak
hmm
about anything because there's certain things I might not know, and I'll tell you if I don't know the answer. I will always be honest. But if I know the answer galactically, I will share that information to you. And I
So
love these interactions.
how does it, I mean, do you sleep well at night or is your mind constantly
Oh yeah, I
going?
do sleep. I do
Okay,
sleep.
that's good.
Sometimes my wife will wake me up and she says, You've been talking in your sleep. You're moving your body around. Most likely, I'm off planet somewhere doing something, and when I'm talking in my sleep, I'm probably talking to somebody off planet. I'm probably not really here.
Right.
But I think I do that more often than not. I just don't remember it. I don't remember
hmm
what happened. Yeah,
Yeah, it's amazing. It's all
yeah,
amazing.
it
hmm
is. Jackie, thanks so much for coming up here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I don't know how to
well,
get off of here though.
oh, I can do that.
Okay.
I'll gently bring you down off the spaceship and I'll beam you down to Earth.
Okay, thank
Here we,
you.
all right, Jackie, here we go. All right, I beamed her down off. I'm concerned. Can you tell me why I do not remember my dreams? So I'm going to bring Crystal up. I don't remember my dreams either. Crystal, come on up here. This is Ashtar Command Night. We're talking about the new Earth, And part of that reality is, I don't remember all my dreams either. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's just that some of us don't remember our dreams, but we are here to do something. Uh, and Penny Jocelyn says, "Can I learn to heal people?" I think that's an activation that will happen eventually. And some people are totally activated in that process of healing people, Penny, and some people have yet to get there. So I think that's a possibility. I can't speak for other people how they activate that ability in them. I think it comes with time. Excuse me. I think basically just focusing on meditation, Crystal. I think using ambient meditation music that will help you as we move forward on our planet to remember your dreams. And what are those dreams that you remember? If you do remember them, are they cosmic dreams? Are there dreams about, your connection to your galactic family? So I think there are ways to do it. I think meditation, again, as simple as it is to say meditate, I think that's if you focus on meditation, I think you'll be able to eventually get there without a question. Let me see here. And again, if you come up here, I want to try to keep the questions focused on the topic. And we will get into anything regarding our new Earth, how we're going to get there as a planet. And so we'll bring some people up here. I'm looking at, I'm trying to catch up to your comments. Yes, that is true, Leica. We are so blessed to have each other here to learn together. And I know that everybody doesn't remember their dreams. I don't always remember my dreams. Some days I'll wake up and I'll tell my wife I was in a dream state. I can remember it. Most a lot of times I can, I don't remember. Hollywood says, "Can I send you some photos of clouds I took pics of?" Yes, Hollywood, brother, you can definitely send those to me. We'll take a look at them. Jared, thank you for this sharing. Stance Commander, when you wake up, do you have an awareness that you went off planet? Yes. When I wake up and when I'm moving around in my sleep and I'm really talking, I'm definitely talking to somebody off planet. But then I'll wake up, and as soon as I wake up, I'll say, "Man, I had this dream, but I don't remember what it was." So I think many times I do go off planet. I just don't remember my dreams. Great question. For me, the awareness would be to have a visualization. Sometimes I do have a visualization when I'm going off planet. I'm absolutely certain that I am working on a space level of planet many times when I go to sleep. I just don't remember. Oh, you're welcome, Crystal. Uh, and Rainbow, will we still have countries? Let's see. Rainbow, I'm going to follow you. Rainbow, come on up. I'm going to bring Rainbow up here. Rainbow's got some great questions. Rainbow, boom. Come on up. Press the accept button. We'll bring you up on the show. Rainbow Moon says, "Will we still have countries?" In a sense, we will, but they won't be important. When we get to the new Earth, having a country won't be as important as being an Earth person that is fully conscious and fully awakened. It won't be like, "Oh, this is my country, this is your country." Countries really won't be a big thing. Edward says, which I just done, I held a trance healing course where I hold space for star beings to help. Same here. Yeah. So don't feel bad if you don't remember your cosmic dreams or anything. I am one of those people for some reason that doesn't. I am working on trying to. I think what I need to do is just remind myself before I go to sleep that I wish to remember when I go off planet to a spaceship. I want to remember that. I think that's the one thing I don't do very often. I think for me too, that's something that I want to, remember. Grateful Love says, "Practice opening your chakras." Very well said. No, not frustrating. I don't feel frustrated. I feel excited that when I don't remember my dreams, I'm here doing what I'm doing here on Ashtar night and doing what I'm doing to interact with hundreds of people every night and bringing people together. I think that's really important. I was on a page that had like 10 people brought up by the host, and most of them were, let me see here, saying that aliens are coming to, no, that's not true. So the people that are saying that, Jay Niner, anyone who's doing a live like that, that's misinformation. That person, if that live person is promoting that philosophy, that's a fear-based information thing. Um, if I had seen that, I wasn't doing on my live TikTok. If that was during the day or whatever, I would come up and say, no, that's not true, and I'd be busting their matrix on their live. But I'm not, yeah. Interesting that someone would do a live. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. And again, the person that does that kind of live is providing misinformation, fear-based information, none of which is true. Thank you, Jane Niner, for mentioning that. Or you might want to message me who the live was on TikTok, and I'll try to monitor and see what they're doing. Um, yeah. Good evening, Yvette. Good to see you. What jobs on New Earth? Well, when we have the New Earth Rainbow Boom, I'm trying to bring you up. Rainbow Boom, come on up. Come on up here. Go to the guest option, that you accept the live. You can come up on just visual. You don't have to turn your camera on. Come on audio if you want to. I just sent you a request to come on up here. Oh, you told them that, and I was not popular. Well, we should get about 10 or 15 people telling them that their information is wrong, and they're gonna probably go freaking out. Good for you, Jay Niner. Hold that cosmic strength. If they're on again, you keep telling them. If I see them on, let me know, and I'll go in there and support you. Uh, Thank you, Crystal. We love having you here. If the commander goes on there live, I am truly going to bust their matrix. Yeah, fear is used to control us, Fiona. That's right. That's the only reason. That's the reason why people say things like that. They say things like that primarily to create fear. That's what they do. Ah, when you're doing 2 hours live, you need to have something to drink, whether it's water, apple cider. You need to have something to drink, folks. I guarantee it. So that's really important. Yeah, hey, Rise and Shine. Glad to have you with us. So I do a show here called Encounters. It's been on here for 3 years. Rise and Shine, welcome. Everyone say hello to Rise and Shine. I do a popular show where I deal with the spiritual aspects of ufology. I talk about space people. People have had contacts come on here. I've had people with top security clearance, cosmic security clearance on here. We talk about the space people that are coming to Earth, the space people that are here. We get into all these cosmic things. So the show's about my Sunday through Friday night. We talk about all these things. Tonight is our special night on Saturdays, Rise and Shine, and we talk about the changes on Earth that are coming, the future of our planet. That's what we're talking about tonight. I am a space being. I'm a starseed, and I'm a broadcaster. I've been on commercial radio, and I've done TV, and I've been a former writer for Sedona Journal of Emergence here in the United States. And so we get into talking about the new Earth tonight, about the contact that's coming to our planet by positive space people. So Rise and Shine, welcome to the show. Rise and Shine has 0 followers, so we're glad to have you with us. I guess Rise and Shine, if you're new to TikTok, you've come to the right place. You have one following you. So Rise and Shine, glad to have you with us on TikTok. The fact that you found our show here, we're glad to have you with us. And hopefully you'll learn a lot from my show. It's on 11 o'clock Eastern. Most nights, I might take a night off once in a while, folks, because I need to regenerate when I'm doing, these kind of lives. But that's what it's about, just to give you some idea. Patrick, I guess you don't drink apple cider. I get the impression you don't drink the apple cider. Um, okay, why do you like apple cider so much? Good question. And I'll be happy to be very transparent. For me, I like real good natural lemonade and I like apple cider and I like drinking a lot of water. Although I don't drink a lot of water on my show, I do drink a lot of water. Something with the apple cider. Living in New England, I've always loved apple cider. Being up here, if you're living in New England, apple cider is a thing. Every New England state has apple cider, has apple orchards, and for me, I love apple cider. There you go. Gabby says I love sparkling apple cider. Very good. And we're glad to have Rise and Shine here. April is doing some spiritual work tonight, and we'll try to have her on next Saturday. After I get off here, I might pop in her live for a few minutes. Okay, Edward says, as the new earth arises, we'll be living in harmony with the star beings. It is possible, yes. That's right on the money. Thank you for the Heart Me soul, Celtic Songbird. Playing Rainbows, thank you for sharing the live. You folks are great. Do you drink it neat or dilute it? I don't dilute it. I drink it. I drink the apple cider straight from the container. I don't drink it straight from the container. I pour it in a glass and I drink it straight from what is, when I buy it, I drink it and pour it into a glass. A lot of people interested in the apple cider tonight. There you go. The apple cider is in New England Stop and Shop, but the Stop and Shop is a New England market, and I know an apple orchard here, town over called Lyman Orchards. They produce apple cider during the season and off season. I know the owner of the apple orchard. He says all you have to do is refrigerate the apple cider and it stays consistent year round. So they use some sort of refrigeration process, and that's why you can buy apple cider at the apple orchard throughout the year. Not all apple orchards can do that. Thank you, Hollywood, for sending the photos. Patrick Ledford. So, just like people, tonight is Ashtar Command Night. We're really focused every other night, Sunday through Friday. We'll talk about all these other things related to everything related to the whole spiritual concept of the UFO subject matter. Tonight, I talk about the Ashtar Command. I talk about the galactic space people and what's going to be happening to the Earth. Jane Arnott, so you like apple cider in Washington State? Good. And Edward says there are planets out there where humans and star beings coexist, which is absolutely true. Oh, in the fall in Kansas? Yeah, definitely get some. Tricia Tucko. April, yes. April is a very sweet person. Friends with Prairies, yep. We're not worried about the teeth. My teeth are in good shape. My teeth are hanging in there. If I were drinking Coca-Cola every night, I wouldn't have any teeth left. Or Pepsi, that stuff will really. I mean, there's sugar in apple cider, but the sugar in the Pepsi or the Coke, that stuff with the acid in it. I mean, I've never had any problem. Apple, I just stick to the apple cider and water. Marina Galaxy. So we will, um, well, definitely. If you won't get to it on here, just message me, Marina, and I'll talk to the moderator, and we'll get you blocked. Okay. So Marina, just message me, and we'll talk to you about that offline, and I'll tell me what happened, and we'll resolve it. Is it alcoholic apple cider? No. Apple cider is not alcoholic unless you have hard cider, which is slightly alcoholic. But I don't drink that stuff. So, yeah. Not to get too. People seem to be really impressed with the apple cider. He's not. I'm not drinking. I don't drink apple cider vinegar. Thank you, Sharon. Give not fluffs. Welcome. Yes. Will everybody wake up? Yes, they will. And people are waking up in waves right now on Earth as we get towards this big thing that's going to happen. It's all happening in waves. People are starting to wake up, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And there are a lot of people that come here who are new, who are just waking up to what we're talking about, which I think is even more beautiful, that they're finding us here on TikTok. And they'll, if they watch us long enough, they'll know that there's no judgment here. This is no judgment zone, no conflict zone on my show. No drama zone. We don't have that here. We're here just to bring people together and wake people up and help people on this whole subject. And tonight is a great night because we're talking Ashtar Command Night. Yeah, I'll bring Edward up, and then we're going to bring some other people up. If you wish to ask me questions about the New Earth, okay, and Roger Stein. So I'm going to tell you, I know the word commander sounds like an Earth-based thing, like he's a military commander. So when I use the word commander, that means I'm in command of my own cosmic spirituality, as I defined it for many years. Even in my workshops, when people ask me, um, say, "Hey, commander, how'd you get that name?" So the word commander for me is a spiritual thing. I have complete control of my cosmic spiritual being. So I am in command of myself. You are in command of yourself. Each person here, if you choose to be in command of yourself, finally, will be free of being controlled by other things. So nothing controls me. No one controls me at all. I am in complete control of my consciousness. I am in command of myself, but I'm not like a commander, so to speak, of anything. I'm in command of my own spiritual self. So that's what that means. Great question, Rise and Shine. Yes, Gabby, that's right. And I love your questions, Rise and Shine. They're really good. Thank you. Hey, Kit Kat, welcome back. Jules says, I've been craving apple juice lately. Better off getting apple cider. Interesting, Rise and Shine. Rise and Shine is saying, I'm one of the first way shower groups to awaken. Very good, Rise and Shine. That's the kind of stuff I love hearing, You're going to fit right in on my program, Rise and Shine. You're going to love it. I'm on, like I said, some nights I will take a night off here, but because I need to regenerate and have time to just get off of the social media platform. But I am on here most nights. Hey, Shayla. Uh, Shayla says, I'm not really getting the context, but opinions are what the plain lady, quote, he's not real, unquote, actually saw. I'm not sure what that means. Let's see what Shayla. Bring Shayla up here because I don't understand what that question is. Shayla. Shayla, come on up. Come on up. There's the guest option. Thank you, Rise and Shine. Let's see here. Thank you. Yeah, it is intense, isn't it? It is very intense. Yeah, I didn't. I know people. Oh, that was a distraction. Okay. Oh, yes, indeed. I'm loving your questions and everything. I've wondered about that too, Shayla. Shayla should come up. Shayla, come on my live. Hilton Cato, all new people. Bonnie Paulson, 8. Thank you for the. Hey, Ghost. Welcome, Ghost. I'm also very conscious looking at names. Bujik Tik. Welcome, Bujik Tik. Tommy. I'm going to bring Shayla up, who's a friend of the show. And then I'll bring Edward up. Hey, Shayla, how you doing?
Hi, I'm
I'm going to
great.
try to. Can I bring you on camera?
I don't want to go on camera right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. I will try to get you on camera another night when you want to come on camera.
Yeah,
But
I'll
that's
come on another night.
I gotcha.
Um,
So come let's have this beautiful interaction like I always like to do with everybody.
yeah, I was asking about the plane lady. Have you heard about that?
No, that's why I wanted to talk to you live. What is the plain lady?
Okay, I think it was 2024 or no, 2023. She was like on a plane and freaked out and wouldn't let the plane take off because
Oh yeah. The plain
yeah.
lady. Yeah, the woman who saw the person in a seat and said they weren't who they were. They
Yeah.
were yeah, I remember that story and I believe she was telling the truth.
I thought so too.
I think that then another lady appeared and said I was the lady, and that was not the same lady because I saw the
Right.
original video of the lady and her face was different.
Yeah, and then someone on TikTok said that they tracked down the IP address who posted that video that was supposed to be her afterwards, and it was
Yeah,
coming from like the Pentagon. So
really. Yeah,
yeah, it was like
because
a
they
government
tried,
cover up.
and you never heard from that lady again. The original lady, she disappeared.
Yeah, that was so strange.
Yeah, I think she was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Now I
Another
understand.
thing, I have like a few alien stories um, that I guess I could tell. One that I had mentioned in the comments earlier was just another TikTok thing. This other TikToker said that abductees have this scar on their hand, and I noticed I have that scar on my hand.
Are you talking about the M?
No, I'm talking about this creator named Beauty Mark, and I don't really know if he's got good information, but he showed this little like very small scar, like centimeter long scar on his side of his hand.
Hmm.
And then he was like, "Oh, all abductees have this scar." And he was telling a story about a lady who just had an abduction experience who had that scar. And then I realized I have that scar, and so that kind of freaked me out.
Well, I won't get too freaked out over it. I mean, this is where you have to take things with a grain of salt. You know, if a person says something, does that mean that everybody has that situation because of that? Or is there something else going on? You see, that's
Yeah,
where you have to dig in and say to yourself, let me meditate on what he said. You'll find that certain things could be true. There could be certain indications. Maybe that person did have that situation occur, but again, you have to reflect on it and on your own right, not do the research on it through websites, but also go within your own consciousness. If you don't feel that's true for you, then it's not something that you've had experienced.
yeah, okay, that's good information or good advice.
Yeah,
I'll try to meditate on it.
absolutely. Yeah, that's really important too. I mean, that's why I don't really anymore. I mean, I do watch things on the internet, certain things, but I don't really go by other human beings' perceptions that are doing lives. I mean, I'll listen to what they're saying. If there's an ounce of reality in it or truth, I'll take that little nugget. But
Yeah,
also, people have to remember people write books about things, and people can create their own reality in what they want to do on radio and TV and whatever, social media.
yeah,
And then you have to go within meditation and see is that actually accurate in your consciousness.
yeah. I mean, look at L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, and
Yeah, he
with
created the
my
whole thing.
and here you're going to get some cosmic truth because I don't really follow anything. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
the only thing I get is when I went to sleep earlier, I was downloaded, and I knew tonight we were talking about the new Earth and about the future of our planet, which has been great. And we know that the future is dependent upon all of us viewers out there who are watching me from all over the world. And I know many of you in different countries, so and including right here in the United States or New England. So the future is you, Shayla. The future is everybody out here. So
Yeah.
I always believe in my doing broadcasting that I'm not above anybody, but I am here because I've been doing broadcasting since before I came to Earth. I was the intergalactic communicator for all our fleets within the Ashtar Command.
Oh, wow.
And yes, so my only media here is what is here based on Earth. It's somewhat primitive, but yet it does, it's more advanced than it was in the 1960s and 70s when there was no TikTok or any of this.
Yeah.
It is definitely, in a sense, for humans, a more advanced mode of interaction. But where I come from, we use different structures of communications that are far beyond this planet.
Mm. I
Yeah,
really appreciate the space you've created for people to talk about this.
yeah. Well, I couldn't do it without you. And to me, I don't have any ego. I've been on here for 3 years. I don't say, "Oh, look at me and look at all these people down there."
Yeah.
Once you watch me, you realize that I do have a sense of humor, but I am serious about, the mission. I want people to get their acts together. If I see people on TikTok that say they're light workers going after other people, then I will challenge them to be doing the light work and working on themselves because we don't have time for people and then jealousy or greed or anything. We all have to come together. Our space families, the space people that are watching my show on the ships, my parents, they don't want to see that. They want to see us all come to harmony with each other. Jealousy, all these things that come through. We need to let go of all that stuff in order to be the kind of people we need to be, right? Before we have general contact with the people from the space and the space people coming um, out of the oceans now with the ships. They're starting to come up off the coast of Florida. They're showing us, they're saying, we're here, get ready, we are coming, we are already here. You're going to have to deal with it. You folks on the surface world better get your act together now.
Yeah,
You know, really.
definitely.
Uh, yeah. Is there any other things you like
Well,
to?
yeah, I had a contact experience. I'm pretty sure it was in 2021.
Mhm.
So I'll just tell you that story really fast. So I
Okay.
was sleeping, I was in the middle of moving from California to back to my home state in Texas, and I was spending the night in a Sprinter van because I was like in the middle of moving, and it was like really late inside the Sprinter van, and I was watching a TikTok live on my phone, and it was this Palladian channeler lady who, like, I felt like she had good contact and she was a good channel at certain points, and then at certain points I felt like her ego kind of took over. But I was just kind of like, just listening just to see what she had to say. And it was super late. It was like 3 in the morning or something. And I asked her some questions on the live. I was like, um, does my life mission have to do with the Palladian mission? It was something like that, or like, am I Palladian? And she was like giving me answers like, yes, you are, and this and that. And then a blue ball of light, brighter than anything I've ever seen, appeared out of nowhere in the van, and I was just frozen. I was like, I couldn't believe what was happening.
Wow.
And yeah. And so it
So,
just
so
kind
what
of, it
you
just
had? So this.
appeared and then it hung out and disappeared.
So you're in a van watching somebody doing a live who said they were
Yeah.
Palladian, and then after you had this interaction, inside the van, this blue light appeared,
Yes, it was like an orb,
an orb.
like what people see in the sky today, but it was right in the van, like
In
six
the
feet from me or something, or maybe not even 6 feet.
okay, so it was inside the van or outside of the van, looking in.
Inside the van, and the van was
Inside the van.
completely black. Like there was no light inside the van. I mean, beside my phone, but there was no windows
Yeah,
inside the
yeah,
van. It was like rubberized.
yeah.
So at first, I
Oh
thought it was
wow.
an electrical. At first, like my logical mind was like, "Oh, it's an electrical fire. Like there's some like wire that's on fire or something." Because it was
Yeah,
so bright, it lit up the whole van.
yeah.
And then
That's wild.
it went out, or went away. It just kind of went into itself and went away. Like after like 20 seconds, I took
Yeah,
out my phone light and I was like looking for what that could have been because I was sure it was like an electrical fire or something, but it was all rubberized and there was no wires or anything even
yeah,
reflective up there.
yeah. And people are saying confirmation. And I'll tell you from my perspective, you had some sort of an orb confirmation of it could have been a Palladian orb that came into the van that can come right through into it to say, yes, this is true, this is here. So I would think that was based on the whole story that you just explained. I would say for you, that's a confirmation.
Yeah, I really felt like it was.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, it was like a spiritual experience, man. I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
what was that?
that's pretty far out. That is far, and
Yeah.
not only far out, but in a good sense, far out for her, for people watching, Shayla. So the synchronicity of you talking to the person on TikTok who was a Palladian star seed, telling you that,
Hmm.
oh yes, based on what you said to her, I am a Palladian. I'm
Yeah.
Palladian. So there you go. And then the orb, the blue orb, is there for whatever amount of minutes or what have you, and then after the confirmation, if it shows up, it just disappears.
Yeah, and it was even I've seen that that's the color of Pleiadians is like a blue white or blue a whitish blue or something, and it was just that color.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, and the thing we have to understand is uh, Palladians, Arcturians, they're all beautiful beings of light. The word that Palladians are, I'm not going to repeat it, ascending shaman, good to see you. They are not that. Why would they? But Palladians are just very beautiful beings, just like Arcturians, just like the Lyrans. On Earth have to really get our act together in terms of the way we communicate. So if a Palladian came on Earth and was to talk to somebody and they said, oh, you're a Palladian, I think you're cool, but you're, whatever. No, 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 no. We don't talk to the Palladians that way. We don't talk to any star people that way. We go up to the space person and we embrace them with love. We say, it's great to meet you. It's great to meet you. I'm an Earth person here. Tell me about yourself. But that one little word, which I don't want to repeat, Palladians are blank, but so cool. We have to take that one word out. But if we say they are like cool without a soda, they are cool. But all the star people are cool. Wherever they come from, they're cool. You know, they might think you're cool or I'm cool. But yeah, we have to just realize that when we have contact, we have to embrace love unconditionally. We have to also be ascending, accelerating in our consciousness now. And I think we are. I think everybody is here to accelerate their consciousness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a beautiful story. I
Yeah, thank
think,
you.
have you had any reoccurrences with that beam or that blue orb?
No, I haven't. I tried to do kind of a CE5 situation with my mom and my best friend, and we meditated together, and I don't think we saw anything, but I was not really looking in the sky like I would now. I was just looking like, right in front of me like it was the last time. So I might try again and just have better eyes.
Yeah. Ascending shaman saying they're beautiful until you take them off. Well, if you were really truly communicating with a Palladian, you wouldn't be taking a Palladian off because the Palladians wouldn't be that way. Now, if you say something to a star person that ticked them off, the question would be, what did you say that would tick anybody off? There wouldn't be anything one would say that would tick a space being off. If you're speaking to them in love and light, then you can't tick anybody off. Plus, if they are truly a Palladian and they are a Palladian, they wouldn't be ticked off. Then I question whether they're a Palladian that you're communicating with. If they react in an angry manner, then yeah, I don't know what that would be. All right, hey Shayla, thanks for coming up here.
Thank you.
I appreciate your story. It's very good, and we're glad to have you here. It's 106. We did 123,800 people. We've actually had 2,500 people view the show since 11 o'clock tonight. So even though we have a couple hundred here and there, we've had a total of 2,300, which is nice. Shayla, I'm going to bring you down. We're getting close to the end of tonight's show, and I'll bring Shayla down. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let me see. We'll do a few more people. I need to drink some apple cider here. Okay. Star says, we all cool. Yeah, Palladians are working among us, just as other star people are working among us. There are people that work in your office that might be directly off a ship. Sometimes you'll get the signs hours if you're not days later. Let's see. Anthony Salmon says, exactly, Commander. All right. I'm going to bring Edward up for a minute. And if you want to come up before we sign off, we're going to be signing off in about 10 more minutes to get some sleep. And then we'll be on tomorrow night with our regular show at 11 Eastern. Please follow me. Edward, good to see you, brother. Everybody, please follow me. Go to my... yeah, good to see you too. I want everyone to go to my red button that says follow. If you're not following me, please... Well, I can't speak English. Please press the follow button. Sometimes I get twisted up my words, and press the like button. Edward, what do you think in terms of our discussion about the future of the planet? As you as a person, you and me are both human beings, but you also have your own awakening of consciousness, and we've talked before. So, what's your perception of reality in your journey and where we are now, as we're talking on Ashtar night? About we're going to be getting to a new Earth pretty soon. We're going to have contact pretty soon, and people need to get their acts together. So, what's your perception of that?
Precisely. So there are unity planets where the humans are actually living in harmony. We have been working on this for the longest time, as there are also other planets where the star beings live in harmony without conflicts. They've come a long way, and now that majority of the universe is united, we're all working together to help Earth. As new Earth arises, so will the star beings appear in their true form. We will be able to astral travel as well as go on their ships in the future as new Earth arises. It's important that we all do the inner work that is needed to raise the vibration that way you can access the new Earth. And then you'll be able to connect with the star beings. Until then, we are able to connect with the star beings through meditation. That is the best way to learn from them, and then use what you've learned from them to help humanity.
All right. And I just wanted George, one of our friends here, George asked, what are you reading from? And I said, no, you're not reading from anything. He's a telepathic communicator, yes. And he also connects with the collective of telepathically and getting communications from the individual collective of star people. Because I know Ed for just a recent while, and so I can know how to explain who Ed is here on my live. So he doesn't do any channeling. He essentially gets communications collectively, telepathically, but he can separate one space being to bring in a message and versus the other one. So that's what his gift is that he brings. So he's been on the show before. And Edward, what do you think yourself as a human having this experience? How have you been going through as we're getting closer to the Earth shift into a new Earth reality? How's that been for you as a human being living every day on the planet, doing things like we all do, but also being in this other reality in your space consciousness?
It's been interesting, actually, especially since I just finished my trance healing, and now I'm more strongly closer with the star beings and also spirit and also elementals, and now I'm actually holding space for them to actually control me and help heal people now.
Mhm.
So
Well,
it's been an
the space
interesting
people aren't
experience for
really
that.
controlling you. There's not a control. There's an equal relationship. So
Yeah.
one of the things I would say to you to teach you a little bit is the space people don't want to control anything. If they're communicating with you, you are a vehicle through telepathy, which my cat finally decided to come out here. Hi, Missy. What do you want? You want to say hello? You want to say hello to
We got a
everybody?
catty situation.
Let me see if I can bring the cat into the show here. Hold on a minute. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Hold on. I got her. I can't believe this, folks. I got my cat. Wait a minute. Here you go, Missy. Here. You want to say hello? This is my cat. Say hello to everybody. I'm holding her the wrong way. Here we go. Here she is. This is Missy. Missy's my co-host tonight. Hey, Missy.
Aww.
Hey, Missy. See, this is what love is all about, unconditionally. This is my cat. Oh, she's a good girl.
So
She's a
cute.
good girl. And she's purring too. She's a good girl. Missy, you're going to become famous tonight. 1 million people are going to come on here and watch just you. They're not going to care about the commander. They want to see you. Yeah.
It's the catty alive.
Yeah.
Which cats are very special since they're
Okay.
able to see through the different dimensions. They are also a protector as well.
Yeah. I got to bring folks, the fact that I was able to pick her up and bring her on, there you go. Now you're still my cat. All right. Hey, Ed, I want to thank you. I'm going to be doing one more person here. Then we're going to call it a night, everybody. Thanks for coming up here, brother.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to bring Edward down. And we'll do one really quick more person here. Let's see, who do we got? My pet's out of control. Interesting, because I just brought a cat up. Hey,
Hi,
how are
hello.
you?
I'm good, and you?
Good,
I
good,
had to
good.
come onto your show. Edward
And
actually sent me an invite.
yes,
This is
yes.
all new
And
to
what?
me.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's all
And
new to me because I've been following John Corrette for a long time, and that's
okay.
when it all started. But it actually, I think it started way before that, but I just ignored it. It started from when I was young. I just
Oh, okay.
ignored it until now. And now, after the pink full moon, it all came into perspective. I get downloads every single day, and I've got a lot of messages. I don't even know if I should share. What if I get unalived? I don't know. I'm afraid now.
You're afraid. Oh,
Yeah, I have
oh,
big because you just
you should
spoke of
never be. Yeah,
that other lady on the plane, and you were speaking about her and what happened, why we don't see her
yeah,
anymore. You
yeah,
understand? So anyway,
yeah.
let me
Why are
tell you
no?
all my revelations first.
Yeah,
Firstly, what I'm getting.
You want to? Do you want to come on camera?
Mm, I, no, I don't want to come on camera. I don't
Okay.
want anyone to know who I am. Really, my
Okay.
pets is fine, if you don't
Okay, my
mind.
pet's okay. Hey, yeah, tell us one or two things,
Uh,
then, because we're going to be, we'll give you have about 5 or 6 minutes left before we go off the air. But I want you to be
okay,
our last
I'm
guest.
gonna
But
try
go
and
ahead.
quickly tell you what I know,
Okay.
what they've given me with all the signs. So basically, they are trying to say that whatever's happening in this world, it's to do with the way they let the divine feminine out of everything. especially in the Western world, because the East does worship the divine feminine, and that
Yeah.
has actually caused a great unbalance on the earth, because that's how women are also treated. They're also left out of everything. Mother Earth is being treated the same way. And this thing that with the Pope that's happening and choosing a new Pope, it's going to be that black, Cardinal, what's his name? Cardinal
I am so out of touch with
Sarah.
that, that reality,
Yeah, I don't even know these things, but these things came to me through YouTube videos and stuff, and that's why I'm speaking about it. I don't know. I'm not from that religion. I don't believe in religion. I believe in a source because of
Right.
whatever has transpired. I mean, it's a new awakening for me. But from what
Right.
has happened in my past, it's opened everything up now, and then I connected to them, and then I get science every day. And basically, it's because of this divine feminine that was left out. It's like leaving out the fifth element, and the fifth element is actually the female. That's why whatever's
Mhm.
happening on Earth, the female is like Mother Earth because she brings life into Earth.
Yeah,
And Mother Earth is bringing life also with plants and animals and whatever, because without her, you can't sustain any life.
that's
It's
right.
got to do with all that. And if people don't realize this, if we're going to have that, the spiritual war of Kalkin coming on a white horse. And if that doesn't work, we're going to actually have a physical war, which is going to kill Earth. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Well, we won't have that
And
happen.
then,
I'll tell you why. Because
because if the
I come from
collective soul doesn't come together, then that might happen. And I hope it doesn't. That's all
oh well,
I
we're
can
gonna
say.
yeah, I can share with you, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm following you too. I'm glad you're here on the show.
Mm.
I come from off planet. I came here on mission to Earth in the
So
late
which star seed
50s.
are you? Which star seed
I'm
are
actually
you?
from Mars. I'm from Mars.
Oh, okay.
Mars
Well,
has
I
a
got
population
actually,
of 10 to 15 million inhabitants right now.
okay. I actually got, my guides are from Arcturian, Pleiadian. There's four of
Oh,
them. There's
beautiful.
four guides.
Oh, beautiful.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
beautiful.
I got four guides, and Atlantean. There's some Atlantean. There's some
Mm-hmm.
Lemurian. That's what I was
Yeah,
getting.
see?
It's all new
Very
to me,
cool.
and I think this happened with my mother because my mother is a very spiritual, divine woman. So it's
Mm-hmm.
because of her I got part of the knowledge. I've never written, I mean, I haven't really
Yeah.
read any of her books, but all the information was imparted from her to me. And
Oh,
she's still alive
interesting.
today. She
Oh,
is still
good.
alive today, and she still
Good, good,
gives me
good.
information. And she says to me, "I must fast," in the sense, and I don't do it. I've only started like trying to lessen red meat, but I'm still getting the downloads. I
Mm.
still eat chicken and fish and all of that.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
trying to. But when you in a family, you can't just do it because you have to respect everybody in your family too. But I have a feeling that my husband and my son is also part of this mission, but they just haven't woken up to it.
Oh, yeah.
Understand?
There would be
Yes.
a connection. My
It's
daughter
actually
is
not
very
even.
connected.
It's not even only them. It's like a lot of people in my mother's family, in my own immediate family. Like that's my extended family, and now my immediate family. Now even my husband's family.
Mm.
They're all involved in it, but they're not awake to it as yet.
And you know
And I
what?
don't know how to wake them up.
It's okay. My pet's out of control. What's your first name?
Diane.
Diane. Nice to
But
meet
my
you,
full
Diane.
name, yeah, my full name is actually Diane Nethi.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
of
call you
Indian
Diane because
descent.
it's easier for me to
Yes,
pronounce
yes, it
that.
is obviously. Yes.
But
Like
I
the
think
Roman
you're
goddess Diane and that Princess
yeah,
Diana.
yeah. Um, well,
Mm.
I'll tell you what. I'll have you on again. Usually we do 2 hours on night. We're on here nightly at 11 o'clock Eastern. Where are you located in the U.S. or where are you located?
South Africa.
South Africa. Oh wow, I think you're probably the second person from South Africa I've had on the show live. Not that I
Yeah.
don't have anybody watching us, but this is one of the
There
more
is.
popular shows here.
I wonder. Maybe I know it's the same woman that used to be on John Corret's. She's from Cape Town or something. Maybe it's the same woman. I don't know
Maybe,
because she came on
maybe.
recent. Yeah,
I'm friends with
yeah.
John, and I've been on his show, but because we're on at the same time, it's hard to,
Mm.
to do stuff. If he's on later, after I get off, I'll get on for a few minutes to say hello. But all right, hey, well,
No,
Diane,
I think
go ahead.
he's
Yeah.
already left now. I came from his show to your show.
Okay. Oh, he
So
signed
I
off.
think
All
he's
right.
he's off. Yeah, he's off already. And so because of whatever happened on his show, then now I got confirmation of everything. I'm
Oh,
assuming
good.
it's confirmation because it's all new to me,
Yeah.
and nobody believes me. My family doesn't believe me.
Well, you know what? You'll have a lot of people here on my show that will believe you, and you're in good hands
I've
on.
noticed that on the
Yeah.
collective shows like John's show, now on your show, I have people that believe me, and actually the people from John's show are actually trying to follow my channel now and watch all my
Yeah.
pets doing all the crazy. I've got Nubus, a dog called Drogo. He's a
Oh, there you
dragon,
go.
Drogo. I've got a
Uh-huh.
bird named Echo. So it's
Echo.
all
There
to
you
do
go.
with the Egyptian pets that I have. I've got Koi. And that's all to do with my son because he loves
Yeah.
all of these things. And he named the channel Pets Out of Control. So he has a
There you go.
part
I
in
like
this as
that.
well. I have a part in this
Well,
to get us to the new earth because of my child. I
well,
don't
we're
want
gonna
him to
have
have a
to.
bad
We're gonna have
life.
to have you on again. We're gonna have to have you on again. I'm in Connecticut, in the U.S. It's like 1:22 in the morning. So
Oh,
will you come? Yeah. Go ahead.
and I must say, my son has a lot of connection in his heart or whatever because he loves organ pines. He worries about Bill Cipher and all of this. He's got a connection to all of these things.
Hmm.
He talks about it and he talks about it to me. He watches all of these things and says, "Oh, I love redwood. I love this. I love that." But we don't have redwood here in South Africa. You
Yeah.
understand? So where's he getting it from? A past life
Yeah.
or something like that,
Absolutely.
or some way. He actually
Well, for the
even said,
moment,
"I know my auntie from another planet." He said that when he was
yeah.
growing up, when he was little. So
Well,
now it's
I
all
want to
making
have
sense to me.
I want to have you on again if I can, maybe tomorrow night if you're on. I'm on at 11
Time,
o'clock Eastern nightly, and you're welcome to come
11
back on. We
o'clock.
can talk more. Yeah, 11 o'clock in the
I'll
evening on
join
the East
your
Coast.
channel and I'll try and see if I'm available. I actually haven't been sleeping properly because I'm on all these channels trying to get
Oh,
all the
okay.
signs and information and trying to save humanity basically and save
Oh,
the
you're
earth.
gonna
Or I
do
don't know
it.
if
You're
that's what
gonna
my
do it
plan
for
is
sure. For sure. All right.
because
Hey,
nobody
Diana,
believes
I
me,
want to
but the
I want to
collective.
thank you. I want to thank you for being here. I know that my other half is sleeping, and if I go to
So
sleep
is
now, I'll be able
mine.
to sleep. So I'm going to
Well,
join
no,
her
well,
in
now it's
sleep.
about 20 past 7 here in the morning, and I've been
I'll
up
see ya.
from
See,
like 2
you got the
o'clock.
daylight
2
happening,
o'clock.
and yeah, I need to get
Yeah.
some rest off planet. So, hey,
Okay.
Diana,
Thanks a lot.
I appreciate you coming
I
here,
really
and
appreciate.
I'm now following you as a friend, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. I'll do
All
the same
right.
thing as well.
Okay,
Thanks so
great.
much. Right
Everyone say
then.
good night
Bye
to
bye.
Diana in
Enjoy your
South
day, Sandy.
Africa. All right. It's now 1:24. I'm going to try to do my prayer to close the galactic. I have a galactic portal that's open here, so I have to close it after I go off the air, and I'm going to do that. I want to thank everyone for being here. Thanks for all the gifts, all your questions, all your comments. It's been a great night. This show will be downloaded on my YouTube channel. Go to my link on my bio. You can actually go to the link and you can follow my YouTube channel and we'll be there. So we're on at 11 o'clock Eastern. And if you just found the show and you're just coming in here, you can watch the show within the next 24 hours. I'll have it loaded up, downloaded on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Ashtar Command Spaceship News. We have a link right here on my main broadcast. Thank you for being here, everybody. We've had 2,700 people watch the show tonight, 136.400 likes. I appreciate everybody here. I love you all. Have a great night. Have a great morning wherever you are. And this has been Encounters Ashtar Command Night. Take care.